Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to the demo of Garden Paws. In the last episode, we finally tracked down poor Alberto the bunny. He's kind of like the town's resident gliding expert, I guess, but he had been missing for quite some time, and it turns out that's because he was lost somewhere out in the woods. He had a little bit of a crash landing, but we helped him get back on his feet. We gave him just enough resources to make his very own crafting table. I'd imagine he's probably done with it by now, so we'll have to see if we can make the time to go visit him today. He might even have a brand new quest for us. But first, it looks like we have our very first strawberry to harvest, and I'm super excited to see how much these are going to be worth. Unfortunately, we don't gain any seeds from the plants in our own garden, so we only have these 2 strawberries to sell. Sammy was selling them for a pretty expensive price. He was not giving us the discount despite all the bridges we built for him. So hopefully these are going to be worth it. We'll put it right in our shop stock so I don't forget about it. Our feathers, of course. But we have to keep the chicken poop on hand. One of the farmers around town, one of the chicken farmers, was hoping we could give him that fertilizer to build his own garden. But it looks like our garden may have disappeared. All of those plants that we harvested lost their spaces. We only have these glitchy little mounds now, which we can at least water. So at least if there's any flowers in there, they should still be growing. It seems like when we put daisies inside, we always lose track of them. But we do have our hydrangea seeds to plant too. Oh, and it looks like there might not be anything inside these after all. Okay, then we better fill up these spaces. You know, it might be a good idea for us to move this garden anyways. We do have our very own crafting table now too, so we could probably use these decorations to make something really special. Today I would like to make these storage crates, because I'm curious to see what these are going to be like. If maybe we can use the items inside when we're crafting. And the flower storage crate looks gorgeous. Now it takes 6 wooden blocks, 6 wooden boards, and 10 daisies. So at least we have the flowers. But I'm not sure that we're going to have enough of the wood. Yeah, it does take quite a bit of wood to make these. Yeah, it looks like we're only going to be able to make 2 of these wooden boards. So we'll have to chop down some more trees. But let's go ahead and read our letter first, just in case somebody has a quest for us. Oh, it's a letter from Mr. Jones. Do you think he heard that today is our chicken's birthday? Howdy, partner. Looks like your chicks will be fully grown soon, and they'll be dropping eggs and feathers around your coop that you can sell. Or you can sell the chickens for a bit of a profit at your shop. Oh. So we could actually put our chickens up for adoption inside the shop? One of the animals around town could adopt our little chickens. Oh, I'm not sure if I want to do that though. These are our very first fully grown chickens. And they look so cute. Hello little guys, happy birthday. It looks like we have a 1 egg and... Is that a feather or another egg? It might be another egg. This guy's sitting right on top of it too, so I don't think he wanted us to take it. Do we still have to feed the chickens though? Surely they still need food. Oh, we only feed them while they're maturing? Well, I guess we don't have to worry about a wheat farm then. We just made all of that extra bird feed too. So maybe it is time for us to go back to Mr. Jones and see if we can give us another chick. But they didn't give us any chicken poop. We only received the eggs, so that might be a bit of a problem. I'm not sure if maybe the fully grown chickens will only give us these items. It's not as if the chicken poop is worth very much, so we might have to rely on the wild chickens over by the waterfall. We'll definitely pay them a visit today too. I guess first though, let's go ahead and chop down some of the wood around here. We can just use these tiny little bushes. I think these come back every day. It seems like new ones respawn anyways. And they do give us a fair amount of wood each time we use them. So I think this would probably be the best way for us to go about getting our wood. That way we're not destroying any of the beautiful trees overhead. This one is even giving us shade right by our shop, which I'm sure our little kitty appreciates very much. In fact, all the people who stop by are probably quite happy to get out of the sun. We just have to be mindful about our energy. The little yellow bar on the side of the screen seems to be the energy of our cat. And if it goes all the way down to the bottom, I'm sure that they're going to end up passing out. I did read that there's supposedly some dishes that we're going to be able to make once the game is updated. So I'm sure that that'll help us regain the energy that we've lost. And for that matter, we know now that we could always just settle down on this hammock and take a nap, which probably gives us a little bit of energy back too. But let's see if we have enough wood now. We only need 4 more of these wooden boards, and I think we should have just enough. Yeah, plenty of wood left over, so that should help us out with the other storage containers too. It looks like the wooden storage is the only one that we need a different item for. Oh! Oh my gosh, I never noticed that. It tells us how much these things sell for? 550 gold for a flower storage crate? I mean, it does take quite a few resources, so I guess that's to be expected. That's interesting, though. If we could figure out how much the wood costs in our shop, maybe we could find like a really good item to make, one that makes us a nice big profit. We could even sell like hammers and axes and pickaxes, torches too. Ah, that's what we use the flint for. I wonder if we'll need the torches when we go mining. But here's our very first flower storage crate. Oh my gosh, these things are so adorable. We should probably put it back here by our garden. Even if we're going to end up moving in the future, I would imagine that we can probably move the storage crate too. So we'll plop it down right here. Maybe rotate it a little bit. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love that. All the flowers are inside. So, can we only put flowers in here? Yeah, it works just like a regular chest. We can put our flowers inside, but can we put anything else? Yeah, so it literally is just like a chest. I guess this is a pretty good way to organize your inventory though. If we used all the different types of storage crates to store those particular items, then at least we wouldn't get confused by all of these chests. I'm not going to leave our flowers in there today though, because we do need to keep the dandelions for the treasure hunting quest. I'm pretty sure it was Thorn who gave us that one. And we'll go ahead and plop our daisies over here just for the extra room in our pockets. I guess we could always put this little seed in the ground. We'll go ahead and plant the last daisy right next to all of our beautiful hydrangeas. And then why don't we head off toward the woods so we can visit Alberto. We'll just go ahead and throw some more flint in here. I think we should probably keep the stone on hand though. I remember Alberto wanted some stone last time, right? That was what he used to help build his crafting table. So who knows what he's going to need this time if he has a new quest. Yeah, let's make sure that we stop off at that waterfall too. We need 20 pieces of chicken poop, which is not going to come too easy if we only rely on our chickens. I still think there's something fishy going on between those 2 chicken farmers though. It definitely seems like they have a little bit of bad blood between them maybe. There's some sort of competition growing. Oh, and I still want to figure out if we can get up to the top of that strange hill. It's covered by all of those thorns. There has to be a way to get in there. I mean, there must be something pretty special at the top of it too. We could just barely see it when we went to the top of the waterfall. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some nice chests in there. Maybe even some items that we can wear instead of the typical flowers. We've only found 2 different backpacks inside the chest so far. And I'm pretty sure that we've picked up that chest before. We'll go ahead and check just in case because I was pretty surprised last time we went by one. So we don't want to miss anything good in here. Oh, they do restock. Oh my gosh, now we have a striped hat and the most beautiful purple flowers. Well, I'm not sure if the striped hat is really going to go with our little kitty, but we have to try it on. I guess this is what we're going to be wearing for today. Oh my gosh, it's so tiny. I thought it was going to be giant, but it's this tiny little hat. Oh, what do you think, Mr. Chicken? I think we look pretty fabulous. I'm glad that we stopped and checked that chest. Oh, and the chest disappeared too? How have I never noticed that before? Do they really just disappear after you grab the items? Okay, we're gonna have to make sure that we look in every single chest that we find then. I've been bypassing them because I just thought we already looted them, but clearly that is not the case. Somebody around these parts is filling them to the brim with treasures. I wonder if it's any of the animals that we know? Like maybe Thorn goes around and just fills it with the stuff that his bunnies bring him. These bunnies probably know quite a few secrets. Maybe it's even the bunnies that are filling the chests, who knows? There's our very last dandelion though, so I guess we could always go and drop this off at Thorn's. He would probably appreciate it, and we are going right by his house. It sounds like it might be thundering outside my house, so sorry if you guys hear that. It is definitely not storming in Garden Paws. This game already feels so familiar and cozy. kind of like Animal Crossing for me. So it's nice to unwind here on such a dark and gloomy day. Hang on a second though. Is that actually a wild carrot? Yes, it's a carrot that we can harvest. Oh, we didn't get any carrot seeds though, did we? Oh my gosh, Thorn, you didn't tell me that carrots were growing out here now. And I see another chest back here, so before we go visit Alberto, let's follow our own advice and make sure that we look inside. Yeah, he didn't tell us that the carrots were growing, so I wonder if we could actually use that to impress the bunnies? Should we give it a try? I know there's always a bunny inside the little carrot patch that he keeps, but I wouldn't want to steal his bunny. So let's see if we find any more hopping around as we head off toward Alberto. They're usually around here somewhere. There they are. Yeah, I'm not sure if the taming is actually a thing in this version of the game or not. But let's just see. Do you want my carrot, little guy? Nope. Not interested at all. Turned his back on us and everything. So I guess we probably have to wait a little bit longer before we can give them food. I mean, I would imagine if anything, it has to be the carrots that would impress the bunnies. I'll definitely keep this inside our chest. I don't think I'm going to sell the carrots off the shop. Because if we can have a little bunny army hopping around our place, then I would be very, very happy. But Alberto should be right around the corner here. I think this is about where he set up his tent. Right? Maybe it was over here by this log. There it is. That stripy blue and white tent. And it looks like he does have a quest. Well, how are you getting along, Alberto? It doesn't look like he's set up anything new. Aside from this little fishing pole over here, I'm not sure if that was there before. Looks like he's been doing some fishing. So now he wants to decorate the paraglider. Almost done with the paraglider. It just needs some flair before it's ready to take off. I have a bit of spare coin if you could gather some flowers for me for decoration. Alright, what types of flowers are you talking about? 10 daisies and 10 dandelions? Oh no! We literally just handed over all of our dandelions to Thorn. I mean, on the plus side, those flowers are usually the easiest to come by, though I'm not sure if we're going to find them here in the woods. I haven't really seen any flowers being guarded by the deer, so we might have to go back to the hills to find some more. The thing is, with all this new variety popping up lately, it's actually becoming a little bit harder to find the flowers that you want. So I guess that's a pretty good reason to build a big, big garden. Yeah, I wonder if there's anything inside this crafting table that we can use to make our garden a little bit more special. Aside from those flower storage units, of course. Let's see. Do they have any fences that we can build? I know we have tons of chests, these tables and other furniture, and of course the house itself, too. We could actually build, like, walls and roofs and everything. But it doesn't look like there's any, like, wooden fence that we could use to mark off some sort of garden. Yeah, maybe we'll just have to keep doing what we're doing until we have some more different recipes to use. Let's go ahead and plop down some more of our items in our shop, though. Those cabbages that we found. Oh, and we can actually take those daisies. Then we could use them for Alberto's quest. And those beautiful purple flowers, of course. Those have to be worth quite a bit. They might be the same flowers that Sammy was growing in his garden too. Maybe that means we'll be able to find them out in the world now so we can actually gather some seeds. But yeah, let's go ahead and till the soil again. Dig out some more of these holes so we can plant all the seeds down that we found. I'm still not really sure why these disappeared. I'm going to assume it was probably just a glitch, because as long as we water these things, they should still stick around. So is this enough? We have a cabbage seed, we have our purple daisy seed, dandelions, and normal daisies too. Oh geez, but look at our energy. Oh, you poor little thing. Good thing we're done planting our garden because I think our kitty needs to go to bed. Yeah, I'm going to assume that if we truly run out of energy, we're probably just going to end up passing out on the streets, just like we do if we can't reach our house in time. No new letters today, unfortunately, but our flowers are doing just fine. And let's see if hopefully our chickens over here have left us any chicken poop. Like the one time that you actually want the chickens to leave you chicken poop. But instead they're giving us those beautiful feathers. Is that another one over here? Yep, 2 feathers today. Well, thank you, I guess. I mean, that'll help us with the golds. But unfortunately, it's not going to help us finish our quest for Mr. Mooney. I wonder if he's going to open up an actual shop that we can use if we finish this quest. That was the only reason why we never spoke to Mr. Mooney before. Mr. Jones has his chicken shop, but Mr. Mooney has fallen a little bit behind. Maybe that's part of the motivation for all of this chicken poop. Maybe he wants to provide a little bit more competition for his fellow farmer. But before we go out searching for more flowers, maybe it would be a good idea for us to stop by Sammy's again, just to see if he has any other types of seeds at his shop. He seems to cycle through different types of seeds every single day, so I guess if he's selling some daisies or dandelions, we might as well pick up a few. Seems like those are the most common of quest items. Nope, and he only has the red daisies today. Nobody is asking for those yet, Sammy, so we'll be on our way. Since we're here, why don't we actually dip back into that mining area too? Just to see if maybe the rocks have come back? I'm curious if we'll find another one with one of those geodes inside, since we have the blacksmith to crack them open now. And I think I do actually see one way back here by the minecart. Yeah, these darker ones seem to contain the geodes, though last time we picked up a geode, it only gave us one piece of stone. So I'm not sure how worthwhile this investment is going to be. Oh, do we have another quest over here? We must have never picked it up. Oh, Alberto wants a bouquet? Hey, I need someone to find me 5 pink leaves whenever you have the time. Don't be late. Alberto, we're already trying to find you some flowers. Maybe he wants to add the pink leaves to his paraglider too. He is going to have quite the decorated paraglider. Hopefully he'll be willing to give us one as well, because I would love to fly through the sky like him. Alright, Beltran, we have some more geodes. 1 piece of stone, and 1 piece of stone again. Really? That's all that you can find? Yeah, it doesn't seem like the geodes are worth it in the demo version of the game. I mean, I'm sure they're going to add more things in the future to make the geodes a bit more exciting, but right now I can't really see why we would waste the time gathering them. There are much more efficient ways to gather stone. So we're up to 11 pieces of chicken poop so far, and I think I actually see one of the pink leaves right in front of us. So we'll go ahead and gather this up too. Hopefully that'll give us some seeds that we can plant. These things actually grew quite quickly. And hello to you, Mr. Mooney. We're just gonna go ahead and harvest up a little bit of your chicken poop again so we can finish your quest faster. It looks like he actually has a nice steady supply here, to be honest. Much more so than we do. Oh, and we were going to see if we could buy another one of those baby chickens. Wait a second, Mr. Mooney. We're gonna go see your competition because he's the only one selling chickens around here. Hopefully he's still selling them. I don't think it was too expensive either. Maybe like 2,000 gold? Or 200 rather, not 2,000. Yeah, 200 gold for a tiny little baby chick. And we'll have to go plop him into our coop before we do anything else today. I kind of like how they give you the chickens like an actual item. Like we just have a little baby chick sitting in our back pocket. So here we are, little chicken. We have a brand new friend for all of our adult chickens. Maybe we will give this chicken away once it's fully matured. I'm quite curious to see how much they're going to be worth, actually. We don't have any prices on them there. So, I don't know, we could open up our very own chicken adoption service over here at our shop. I think that would be pretty neat. Even more competition for the chicken farmers around town. Alright, so the question is, do we want to stay here to open up the shop? We only have a half hour to go. Or do we want to try to find the rest of the flowers around the world? We haven't opened up the shop yet, so maybe we could do it for just a little while. We don't want to miss out on all of this potential gold, but at the same time, our shelves aren't even full yet. I guess we can pop the purple daisies in here because nobody needs those, but most of these other items need to be packed away for quests. I am going to hide away our carrots so we don't accidentally sell those. Oh, and we have tons of seeds in this chest. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Maybe we should do something about that then. Maybe we should plant all of these too. We have a couple of open spaces at least, so we'll go ahead and plop these in the ground. And then it might be a good idea for us to put the extra seeds inside our flower crate. Then we won't lose track of these. I definitely appreciate this system. Maybe before the day is done, we can make those other storage crates too. But first, let's go ahead and open up our shop for a little while. Just enough time to hopefully clear out the shelves, so we can gain a little bit of extra gold today. The quests do usually give us a pretty good amount, but I want to see how much that strawberry is going to sell for. Here they come. Hopefully they've heard that we have fresh strawberries for sale over there right next to all of our feathers and our eggs. I'm not sure if we have ever had so many different chicken items before. Well, this guy's buying one of the purple daisies, one of the eggs for you. Well, maybe this little bear will buy the strawberry. He kind of looks like a strawberry, actually. Oh, that's unfortunate. Hey, he looks like a strawberry with his pink fur and those little white seeds. Wait a second, did somebody buy one of the strawberries? Did I just not notice? Oh my gosh. I didn't notice at all. Who on earth bought one of the strawberries? Can they buy like multiple items? I only saw one person buy... Oh geez, here I am swinging my axe. I only saw the egg and the purple daisy leave. But here we go. Here's the other strawberry, and it's worth 120 gold. Alright, maybe the strawberries are a pretty good investment after all. We'll have to go back to Sammy's shop when he's selling them again, and just make sure that we pick up a whole bunch. We could probably make our very own strawberry patch right next to all of our flowers. And hello again, little strawberry bear. Maybe he was looking for some strawberries to bring home, but unfortunately they're all sold out now. You have to be quick about it if you want to buy our fresh strawberries. It looks like we might still have some feathers inside our hands here. Unfortunately, the chicken items aren't selling so well today. In fact, now the feathers are truly all that we have left. So unless these animals buy them out pretty quickly, we might end up closing the shop. There's a new bunch coming. Yeah, there we go. Only one more left. And that little strawberry bear is back again to buy the very last one. Okay, thank you very much, guys. We're gonna go ahead and close the shop now. 1,000 golds? 1,010? Oh, that must be because of the strawberries. Yeah, maybe we should actually take a really quick trip back to Sammy's, because he was selling them today. We'll just buy a whole bunch of those seeds and then plant our own little strawberry patch. Unfortunately, we can only pick from them once, and since we don't gain the seeds from our own garden, it is a little bit tricky to keep them growing constantly, but the more expensive the seed, the better it's going to be. Yeah, we actually gain, well, 10 gold back from every seed, but we did harvest 2 strawberries from one plant, so I guess it's not that bad. So where should we build our little strawberry patch? Probably still close to the garden so we don't have too far to travel. But yeah, I wish we had like a fence or something that we could just mark off this area with. There we go, 5 brand new strawberries straight in the ground. So we still need to collect 1 more of those daisies, which I see right there, so we don't have too far to go, and 10 of those dandelions. Oh geez, I guess we want to go toward the hills then? Let's head out this way and see if we can spot any of those bright yellow flowers in the distance. Every single time I see that yellow leaf on these purple daisies, I always think that they're dandelions instead. But yeah, it doesn't really seem like the dandelions are growing as often as they used to anymore. And that's probably because this place is just choked with all sorts of different plants now. I mean, variety is good. We do need the more expensive items just to keep our own shop afloat. But it's going to be tricky for us to complete these quests. Well, at the very least, our wild chickens up here should probably have some brand new chicken poop for us, so let's go ahead and scoop all this up too. One of you suggested that maybe we should try feeding these chickens. I'm not really sure if it would matter. Like maybe it would cause these chicks to grow up or something, but I'm not sure if we want them to, since it seems so hard to collect the chicken poop when they're not babies. But let's see, just for science, if we can actually feed these chickens. Oh, it says they're full already. Okay, so technically we could throw the bird feed down for these little baby chicks, but clearly they have enough food up here to survive. Well, I guess that's a good thing to know. Now we can rest easy, knowing that they're not going hungry up here. And speaking of which, yes, it looks like all of that wheat has grown back. I don't think we've checked since. Ooh, and one of the tall white flowers is out here too. Oh my gosh, I don't think we've ever seen those out in the wilds before. We've collected plenty of them from the chests, but now we can see that they were certainly named correctly, and we should be able to grow some of them in our own garden too. Oh, my little penny goat friend, are you the guardian of the tall white flowers? We saw a horse down here too on the shores before. Wonder if that guy is still around. Yes, the beautiful white horse. Oh my gosh, did you shrink? He's like the size of a pony now. His other friends are much bigger, right? Maybe that one is just a little baby horse? I could have sworn that that guy was bigger when we last saw him, though. And we're already running out of energy. Oh, if we could only hop on the back of one of these horses, maybe they could ride us back home. But I think we might be done collecting for today. Unfortunately, we won't even have enough energy to gather up all of that wheat. But we have plenty of bird feed to give to our little baby chick, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Yeah, we better turn back for home. We don't have anything to increase our energy right now. Oh, but there's a dandelion? Yes, they are out here. Not enough space in my inventory. What? Oh my gosh, we have too much stone and flowers and chicken poop. Oh no. Can we, like, throw something on the ground? Well, there's a pink flower over here. We might as well pick this up, because I know that Alberto wanted that too. But we can't possibly leave that dandelion behind. Oh, I should have cleared this out before we left. Can we just toss that? Yeah, drop our stone on the ground and then scoot out of the way. I wonder if maybe tomorrow we can come back here and, like, pick this up again. It looks like it's a little bit different from the other items. Typically we automatically pick up the stone, but because we actually threw it on the ground, it's like we have to click the button to pick it up again. So maybe it'll still be there. We'll have to try to remember to come all the way back here to Thorn's place, basically, to see if we can find our stone again. Though, to be honest, 6 pieces of stone isn't too much to cry about. I'm happier that we found the dandelion. And look at all of the seeds in our garden now. Oh, we are going to have such a harvest when those are done growing. Yeah, I guess for now we'll go ahead and drop off all of the extra seeds right in here. That way we won't lose track of any of these. The cabbages we could definitely set up inside our shop again. Those sold pretty well the other day. The feathers, the tall white flowers too. Nobody has asked for those yet. And I guess we could always put the extra daisies in here, but we still need to keep that stack of 10. So yeah, I guess that's a pretty good place to end it for today. We were pretty successful. We may not have finished all of our quests, but at least we found this adorable little hat that our kitty is wearing now. So we're gonna let her rest for the day, and hopefully in the next episode we can find all of the flowers that Alberto is looking for. Who would have thought that Alberto would be a flower hoarder too? That seems to be a common theme with these animals. But for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys!